Scapegoat was the prophet. They called her the problem. Too emotional, too intense, too dramatic, too sensitive, too much. She asked questions no one wanted to answer. She spoke truths no one else would say. She refused to play a part in a lie, and that made her dangerous. Not because she caused destruction, but because her clarity threatened to expose it. What the family system feared most. Every dysfunctional system requires one thing to survive: silence. And when someone refuses to stay quiet, the system has only one move left: eliminate the threat. But they don't kill her. They don't exile her with fire. They do it with shame. They rewrite the story. They recast her role. She's not the truth teller. She's the difficult one, the black sheep, the unstable one, the one with issues. And just like that, the prophet becomes the scapegoat. Why they had to make you the problem? Let's be honest. You were never meant to be understood. You were meant to be contained. Because if they understood you, they'd have to confront their own denial. Your presence brought up too much. Your insight pierced too deep. Your refusal to play along threatened their carefully curated illusion. And so they had two choices: heal the system or exile the soul trying to name it. They chose exile, and they made you the evidence of why the system is fine. Because you left, because you broke, because you screamed, but all you ever wanted was truth. The pattern is ancient. This story is older than your family. Prophets are always mistaken for threats. Messengers are always mocked before they're remembered. Jesus wasn't welcomed in his hometown. Joan of Arc was burned. Mary Magdalene was rewritten. Cassandra was cursed to speak truth no one would believe. And you carried their codes. You felt what others couldn't feel. You heard what others blocked out. You spoke the truth before you were old enough to know the danger of speaking it. You weren't broken. You were encoded. What the world lost when it silenced you. They thought silencing you would bring peace. But what they lost was the one soul who could have led them out of the pattern. What they rejected was the wisdom of the one who saw it all. What they mocked was the only clear mirror in the house. And yet, somehow, you survived. And not just survived, you remembered. And you're still speaking. Not for revenge, but for revelation. Because even after the exile, a prophet still prophesies. Message for the sacred rebel. To the one they called too much. You were never the problem. To the one who carried the wound of exile, you are not forgotten. To the one who saw what no one else would name, you are not crazy. You were the frequency disruptor. You were the soul contract breaker. You were the mirror. You were the medicine. You were the message. The scapegoat was the prophet. And the story isn't over. You're here now to speak, to heal, and to lead.